I was about to ask if you got the tag, but you said your phone was dead. Let me check. It should work because I tagged both of your pages. So.
Oh, it's popping up.
Okay. Author Consuela.
Oh yeah.
And then the Veronica page.
You already started.
Not recording. I started both of the lives.
Okay.
The Instagram live and Facebook live. Start recording in just a moment. Okay. I just got your tag. Just popped up. All right. Three, two, one. Hello, world. Thank you for tuning in. Today is September 26th, 2019. We have much to discuss with Crystal Boss.
It's your boy. Want some motherfuckers? Communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. And long we miss it, come back to hit us till we sit and think about it. We got much to discuss. Yeah, communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. And long we miss it, come back to hit us till we finally try to fix it. We got much to discuss.
All right, we're back with another one. Bite to bite. It's been I don't even think I did 2 days in a row so far with any guests, but let's get it. I have with me writer, author Consuela Harmony.
How y'all doing?
Veronica, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Can't complain. Only slow me down. Just trying to make the best out of every day, every situation that comes around. And if they don't come around, try to figure out how we can make it.
You on that tip?
Yeah. Say it again in the microphone. Let me make sure.
I said I feel you on that tip.
Oh yeah, we got you. Yeah. How's everything been going with you?
Everything been going well.
Yeah. So, new book.
New book, yes.
What was the release date?
The release date for the new one will be next week.
Next week?
Next week. We'll be dropping. You'll be able to get it on Amazon.
And the title of this book is?
The Naffateli Story.
Naffateli Story. Looking forward to it. Let's step back a little bit. Writing, especially writing a book, it ain't easy. At least from the outside, on the outside looking in, it don't look easy. It's like it's much to put into it. I always thought about it, but I don't know. I get too overwhelmed with thinking about, like, I don't want to make no mistakes, because there's gonna be so many people reading this book when I publish it and ship it out. How did you get started with just writing, or just the love of writing, period?
As a kid, I love writing. In elementary, I used to write poetry, and it used to get published in the newspaper all the time. So that always been like the thing that I like to do. As I got older, I started making poetry books, and I don't know, I just always took to that. And I want to say maybe 11, 12 years ago, I wrote my first book, and I went to publish it, and it was gone. So when I sent it to the publisher, it wasn't in my file. So I had stopped writing for a while. I got discouraged. And then Then my first book came, which is the Loyalty of Treacherous Lies. I started writing that book,
Yes.
and I was like, took a minute for me to actually finish it, and then I was like, you know what I'm going to do is I want to make it into a series and make people want it more.
Yeah.
So that's why I did a short story series, and plus I wanted to publish it before my mama passed. I wanted her to know that I actually was going to follow my dreams before she left this earth. So that's how that first book came along.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And then what year was that?
That was last year. It was published last year. The release date was June of last year. My book signing was September 8th of last year. My first book signing.
And that would be The Loyalty of Treacherous Lies?
Yes.
Let me get that on the camera for everybody real quick. This is her first book she's speaking on.
Urban Erotica. Definitely a good book. Definitely a good book.
See her picture down there? Got people calling during the show. The life of using the phone for a camera. How was the experience of releasing the book last year? Going back to last year.
Whew. It was a little stressful, but it was exciting at the same time. I really couldn't believe that it was finally happening for me. You know, like, for so long, this is something that I've been wanting, and I just was like, I gotta step out and do it.
Yeah.
So the book signing turned out okay. My new book signing though, I want it to be way bigger, way better. So I'm really planning for it. I'm really gonna make it pop. But I really did enjoy the last one. Hopefully more people support me though in this new one to come.
Oh yeah. See, the way I look at it with the books is kind of like with music or movies. Like, even if we don't reach our goal with the release,
Mm-hmm.
it's still out there for grabs.
True.
Every day.
I agree with that. You hear me?
And there might be like, say all right, with this second book release, right?
Mm-hmm.
More people generate to that one, and then they're so tuned in to your story and how it was put together, you know, all the way through to the ending, and then like, I want to check out some more of her material. Right. And then that's when they start going back to look at what else does she have. Right. Then they find your first book, and then they go check that out, and then the sales, you know, it'll rise a lot more. It could be a year or two down the line. You never know. Like, it may be something else you do for people to go back and then pay attention to everything else you did. So as long as you have it out there, mm-hmm. that's the biggest step. You did that one. Oh. Yeah, you did that one. Yeah, it's out there. So it'll always be available for us to go back and grab. Years down the line, you know, it's there. It's there. Can't do nothing about it. It's there. So but just look into it, get you a copy, and just hopefully that motivates you to keep going.
Definitely. I got a few projects that I'm working on that I plan on dropping. Part 2 definitely got to drop this year.
To the first one? To
the first one. That's what everybody's been waiting on. So part 2 is definitely going to drop this year.
So now can you give us a little insight?
Part 2 or
about the first one. About what it's about. Can you tell us a little sneak peek?
Oh. Well, it's about 2 best friends. One name is Nika and one name is Ronnie. Right, they both is
Is it these two?
Yep, them 2 right there.
These are the best friends.
Yes, these are the best friends. And shout out to Tova and Aisha, my models. They are also from Flint. Support Flint. and they're best friends, and they from the gutter, definitely. And Ronnie, she met a guy named Tim, and Tim, they went on a little rendezvous, but they end up falling for each other. They falling in love, so they go and they dating and they doing what they do. But later on down the line, she introduced them to the best friend.
Yeah.
The best friend had a past with him. She didn't know. She felt something, but she didn't know. They decided not to tell her. They decided to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So, the best friend became envious of the love that they shared.
Yeah.
And started blackmailing her. Not mailing her, but him.
Oh, wow.
And she was getting money from him. And then eventually it was sex. See, Tim wasn't an ordinary guy. He was on. He was a dude that was on. He had money.
Yeah.
Had a lifestyle that he lived. And she knew some things about him, so she started blackmailing him on that. And so he fell into the blackmail. In the end of the book, I'm telling y'all the whole story though. It's about to go crazy. But in the end, he fell for it. He fell for the blackmail, and Ronnie found out in the end. But he tried to kill. I'm going to tell the whole book, y'all.
Don't give it all away.
I'm going to give it all away, but just know it goes down. It's a lot of action in this book. It's a lot of deceit, disloyalty, sex, friendship that's you think is one way, then it's another. People who you've entrusted your whole life and everything with turn out to be. It's pretty much what goes on in life today.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds like it. Now, when you were in the process of writing this story, I'm sure you were working on others at the same time, right?
Yeah, I got a few other ones.
Now, to choose this to be the one, the first one, you know, what made you lean towards this one? Like, you know what, I want this to be the first one, represent me as an author before there's more to come. How'd that one get picked over the others you were working on?
Honestly, I believe because it touched a lot of bases, and it could pull people from all aspects of life. Like, a lot of people, they look at the sex, but it was beyond sex. It was about friendship. A lot of people can relate to broken friendships. People you've been friends with your whole life that turned on you. Everybody's fell in love and realized the person you fell in love with is not the person who you looking at. You know.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot of men who done did some bogus stuff in life, had probably been blackmailed before, and everybody likes spice. You know, everybody likes a little spice, even if they don't care to admit it.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be, you know, it would touch bases on that. And then in the end of the book, it gives you a little twist. Cause she do leave him. And once she left him, she had her own money. She wasn't with him for his money. She was a hustler herself, so she was able to stand on her own. See, she battled also. She became pregnant by him and had a baby, and she wasn't ever supposed to have a baby because she was raped at a young age. So she had a miracle baby, pretty much.
Yeah.
And her and her baby left, and she started dating somebody else. Yeah. And the guy she was dating ended up being on the down low.
Oh, man.
So yeah, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot, and that's a lot of women dealing with that right now too. So I wanted to touch a lot of topics. You know, just grasp people in different aspects. So that's why I chose that book.
That will hit many homes. Yeah, that sounds like it will hit many homes right there. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to some of those situations. It sounds like some stuff you either hear about, you know, social media, news, timeline, word of mouth. Yeah, okay, I can see. That's understandable. Choosing that over, you know, anything else you may have been working on. I'm not sure what else you were working on at the time, but trying to bring out something that a lot of people may be able to relate to first.
Yeah.
That's a good aim right there. That's a good aim. And I can see how, hell, that is this one gonna be a series?
That is the series.
That is the series you're speaking on. Because I'm thinking like I can see how that can be a series right there.
Yeah, that's the series.
How it can lead into a part 2 before I even read.
Yeah, part two go down even more.
Oh yeah. And then you're working on getting that out to us.
Yes.
When you say?
By December. I want it out by December.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Oh snap! Look at that. December. That's soon. Right after you drop them back. It's big.
Yes. Big. So make sure y'all cop that. It is on Amazon.
Amazon. Give what's your information for Amazon? People are going there and searching.
You can just put in Consuela Harmony. Consuela Consuela Harmony Harmony. Later on, I will drop the link on this live. So if you want the link, just give me a few.
For sure. Now tell us more about the Naffateli. Did I say that right, Naffateli?
Yes, the Naffateli.
The Naffateli Story.
The Naffateli, I am co-authoring with Corey Cruz. This is a good book. It's about a guy. His name is Naffateli, and he was raised up in Detroit. His mom was an addict, and he just had a rough life. His mom passed away. He actually found his mom and dad overdosed from drugs. And he had a friend named Eugene, which was his neighbor. His best friend, mom, took him in after, all the things that he'd been through. Yeah. But he ended up becoming a hitman. And he was working for the mob, the Arabs. And he took one of the hits he had took. It was the guy was connected to another mob. And when they knew who put the hit out on him. So they went to the Arabs and basically said, like, you got to give him up or it's about to be war. And basically they gave him up. But luckily at the time he overheard them, the conversation. So he was able to have one over on him. Yeah. So basically he went to war with him. He won the war, him and his crew. He also was connected to a mob outside of in New York. So he went that way, connected with them, became a hitman for them. They turned on him because they had got connected with the FBI. The FBI was on him pretty much. Yeah. And they didn't want to. They was planning on killing him after he did the work for them, and he found out about it. So he went to war with them. But it's a good read. Definitely, it's about loyalty. That blood is not always, doesn't mean that they're going to ride for you just because you're blood. It's people who you can meet today and have the best interest for you than somebody you know in your whole life. And that's what this story basically shows. It shows that it's also a young lady he encountered doing his business, and that became his lady, and she rode it out with him. She was a real ride or die. And this is a good story too. It ain't a lot of sex. It's not erotic. It's urban fiction. A lot of people probably can relate to it. Probably not the hitman part, but I'm sure they can relate to this story as well. About the struggle and just basically finding your way. He was finding his way. It probably wasn't the best way, but that was the way for him, And it also basically touching bases of how we mischannel our anger. Because that's pretty much, he was hurt, as a kid. And that was a way that he released himself, It wasn't a good method, but I think we all can relate to that.
Yeah, it's many different ways, but we all do it. Or we all can relate, I should say. Yeah, how did this story come about being your
Second story.
Yeah, your second story before releasing anything else.
This one actually I collaborated with Corey. He asked me to join him on this. So I just had to go with the flow. He already had the outline and everything. So that's how it came, part 2. And once you get the outline of something, it's art. You know, you already know what to go with. Normally when I write, I don't write with outline. You know, I just flow. I'm a freestyle writer.
Yeah.
So this one wasn't. It was already kind of blueprinted a little bit where he wanted it to go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about like your style of writing and how do you get to like how does it go about, especially when thinking of a story to write, you know, when trying to complete a book.
Depends on what. To me, it depends on what type of book, because I write all type of stuff. So with the first one, my first 2 books, neither one wasn't outlined or nothing. It was more like, okay, the first one I read by hand. I just wrote every day, 2 to 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it just flowed. And then that one, I just typed. A couple hours a day, I just get on the computer.
Like, did you sit and think at one point, like, I want this to be this type of story? Or did that come about, like, after you started? Like, did you want particular characters and then built the story around them?
Well, I knew that book, I knew who the characters were going to be. I knew I wanted 2 friends. So, yeah, I knew that was it. Like, but did I know how their life would end or none of that? No, everything else just came. Just imagination. It was like once I started writing, I don't know, people always ask me that, but it's like once I started writing, it just flows. It's like, it's kind of like a rapper, you know, when you find a person who's a true, like, gifted artist, or every artist is not like that. Some people have to really just, you know, it take hours for them to write a song, but that wasn't for me. Right now I could just get on, if I want to write something, I just get on there and just type.
Yeah.
And then if it's something that needs to be fixed, you go back and fix it. If it's something that's missing, because once you write it, you can go in there and edit it, you know. Like, oh, maybe I should put this in there, or maybe I should put that in there, you know, to change it a little bit.
Yeah.
But to actually start off writing, I just let it flow.
So it's like you're not really a perfectionist during the process or during the creating process. See, that's my issue when writing. I'm one of those who I'm like the opposite of you. Like those ones you speak on I may take hours to finish some songs and stuff. And writing is like I almost want to get everything perfect almost. And then going back to fix stuff, I always start to lose interest in whatever it was I may have just finished. Once I start going back altering stuff, I lose interest in it, and then I don't even want to do it anymore. And then I'm on to the next one. Like I want to figure out something different. I've like collaborated with people who can work like you. Like they just go, and then I'll be just like it motivates me. Because it motivates me to, you know, step it up and whatever it is we're about to do. Yeah, whatever we're about to produce. Especially if I'm the one taking all damn day. So I'm like, I definitely got to come through. But I've always struggled with that. Just going.
It's because you overthink.
I do.
You overanalyze.
I get sidetracked a lot. I get thinking about doing this. And I could be in the middle, I could be going somewhere with a song and then think about something totally different and then try to think about building a song about whatever it is I just thought about. And then lose track of where I was and I'm like, damn, I knew exactly where I was going with this one. Now I'm thinking about it different.
Yeah, you overthink.
Is it a way to avoid that? Or help fix it or something?
I can't say it's a way to avoid it, but I think you just gotta, you gotta relax, and you let your mind free. Like, not worry about the mistakes. The mistakes can be changed, even if you got to pay somebody else to fix it. See, that's the thing about writing a book. You can pay somebody to edit it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You can go back and put something there. Okay, I'm missing something. You know, when you read a book and you be like, something missing. All you got to do is click on that space and type it in.
Yeah.
So let it flow. Like, I do believe, okay, some books definitely, like, I have a few projects I'm working on that are true stories.
Okay.
And those I couldn't freestyle, you know, because these are like real deal issues with, like, you know what I mean, people's stories and my story. Then I'm also doing a book on my mom. She had me write, you know, she wanted me to write before she passed, but I wasn't able to publish it before then, but it's coming too.
Yeah.
So hers, I definitely couldn't just let it flow. You know what I mean? I had to really sit down and write it out. I couldn't even type hers out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So certain things you can't just let it flow. But like fun stuff, that's fun. You know what I mean? That's something to take you out of space.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be free. Music.
Yeah. I guess because like every single thing I do, I always try to stand out. And I'm always thinking about being like very different from everyone else. And if I notice myself creating or doing something that I know many others or someone I just recently seen doing so, I'll stop it right there because I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I don't like being compared to nobody. I don't like doing with everyone else. I never was one to follow trends and when everybody be doing this and when something's styled, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So anytime I catch myself writing something that may remind me of something, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I got to do something else. Got to be more creative, like more me. Now I say more me, just being different.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I believe in being who I am too, and I believe in standing out without even having to stand out. You know what I mean? Like being who you are, and when you show people who you are. Even if somebody else gonna pick up the trend, don't mean that you stop it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something you enjoy doing or if it's something you like, you continue to do it. That's just how my outlook of it.
Yeah.
Like, I always been a little weird or a little different growing up. Like, but I've been all right with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just funny that like people like when I was younger, the stuff they used to talk about me about, like. Then if you see him doing it, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, you can
just, see that a lot.
You know, like, just make you laugh on the inside. Like, really.
Yeah.
Just keep being you because it's going to attract people, even though they might not say it at the time.
Yeah, because I like to do stuff when people be like, what the hell are you doing? And then do it with confidence, too.
Yeah. You got to.
So.
And then when you do it, it makes other people believe they can do it. That's why I don't.
Yeah, just like you just said, then somebody say something about you, and then eventually they doing it too. Like, yeah, starting like like to be would that be a trendsetter?
Definitely.
A trendsetter. Definitely. I like to be a trendsetter. Nah.
Definitely.
I'll be trying to jump on and follow trends, just to participate with some of the waves going on. But
Like having your own.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's okay to be both, I say. Like, because that's kind of how I am a little bit.
See, that's what I'm working on, doing both.
Yeah, you got to be able to be versatile.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I was just trying to think about off subject, but where we first met, was it at one of Key Ray's?
Yeah.
Was it at
Slam? It was one of the slams at the Beans Cafe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Good Beans Cafe. I'm trying to think of the name of that place. The Good Beans Cafe. You were doing poetry.
Yeah.
Now, what started first? Writing poems or writing stories?
Poetry, definitely. I wasn't ever really a performer, but I think I tried it a few times and wasn't really my being in front like that. I wasn't really used to it, but I just tried it. But writing has always been a thing for me. Writing poetry, I love it. It's like, it can make you feel, it could just express how you feel no matter how you feel. Like, and then I love the fact that you can use metaphors, you know.
Yeah. Does poetry help you with writing stories, or does writing stories be able to help you with writing poetry?
I think writing stories will help me write poetry. Let me think. I would say in the beginning, poetry helped me write stories because that's where I started at. And it opened my mind. And then when I started writing, not just for myself, people was paying me to write them poems for different things. I was able to take not just my emotions, but emotions of other people, and what they was going through, and turn it into, it wasn't me, my feelings. So I'm like, I know I can write.
Yeah.
And so when I wrote my first story, which, like I told you, that summer, I wrote it like, it took me not even a month and a half maybe to write my first book. And man, that was one. I'm gonna rewrite it. Everybody who know about the book, they be like, that's it. That's the movie. That's the movie and everything. So I'm gonna rewrite it one of these days. I just haven't sat down and tried to rewrite it. So poetry turned me into an author. You know what I mean? It turned me into a storyteller. But right now, I believe like it been turned around. Like since I've been writing stories, it helps me more with poem, like poetry. Poetry, I used to have to think a little bit.
Yeah.
But now I could just, you can give me one word and I just, you know what I mean? Like it's just a flow. I don't know. It's just how it is now.
That's what's up. I was trying to think of one word.
I'm not gonna speak it. I'm gonna write it.
Okay.
See, I'm not a freestyle writer. You know, I mean, rapper.
But I was still trying to think of something. The first word that came to mind was future.
Future, ooh. Future as an artist or my future?
I mean, no, I was thinking about like just looking towards the future.
I know what you mean.
You can play with it any kind of way, you know.
Okay.
You're a poet. You can probably mix both in some type of way. But see, I've seen rap artists do that before too. You throw one word down, and then they just go be like, "Damn, that's talent. That's skills. That's skills right there." You now which one was the one? Was it the
series?
Loyalty of Treacherous Lies? This is the one you were trying to get out before the passing of your mother?
Yeah, that's the one.
And how long did that take to finish? From start to finish, how long would you say that took?
This one, actually, it was already in the I had already started it, and I was just on the standstill. I wasn't writing. And then, like when my mom got diagnosed with stage 4 and cancer, and it was like they said she had 2 months to live. So I was like, I gotta get this out. I gotta let her see it's done. You know that type of thing. Yeah. So I just I was like, you know what? Called her like, okay, I'm about to finish up this series. I'm gonna turn it to a series. And then I had I had some models. It would have been out before then. I had some models, but it was like the models wasn't, one model could do it and the next model wouldn't. And then that's why I made that post on Facebook, and I was like, I need a dark skinned model. And that's when Aisha stepped up, and I was so happy, like, ooh, it can finally get done, because it was I was looking for a particular character, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
a particular look. So I had Adam, shout out to Adam Prince. He did the shoot for this for my book cover, because every cover is like, I was gonna just buy one, and then none of the pictures stood out to me, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I'm gonna just give it to a shoot. So I did the shoot, sent it to her, everything. She did all the the edits and stuff, And then I'm like, she was like, it'll be on Amazon next week. I'm gonna send you your copies in. And that was that. Like my mom, I gave my mom the proof. So here you go. You know, she read it. My mom was into those styles of book as well. So she was real happy. So it made me smile just knowing. She wasn't able to come to my book signing though. She was too sick to come, but she knew that I did it, you know, so that's all that matters to me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a special moment. That'll last. It should last in your memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. What would you to other people out there looking to shout out to our viewers, everybody tuning in as well.
How y'all doing?
Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I ain't forgot about y'all. We've been just so into this conversation. Shout out to everybody viewing. To those looking to get in this field or do something similar with the writing or drop their own books at some point in life, what would you say to help what kind of advice would you give them, on moving forward and actually taking that step and getting it done?
Honestly, I would just say just do it. Like, don't allow fear. Fear will hold you back. It held me back for so long. And I kind of think about, like, what if I would have did it before? I could just imagine how farther I would be in life. So don't sleep on yourself. I always tell my children and those who are around me, the world will count you out. When you hold back on your gifts and your purpose, you are your worst critic, your worst enemy. Don't hold back. Move forward. Don't worry about the errors. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and write the book. If that's what you want to do, write. Be consistent. Consistency pays off. Trust me. I was the biggest procrastinator. You hear me? You heard me how many times I had to stop writing. But now I'm like, I gotta go. I done already pushed it out there. You can't just push it out and then stop. No. You gotta keep going. If the sales I don't even worry about the sales. Because some weeks, it's been times where I done sold 30, 40 books. It's been times where I ain't sold none. But like you said, it's out there. That's why you just gotta not just write the book, but you gotta believe in what you're doing. And you gotta basically push it. Like, it's so many people who told me that they never read books, never read a book, that have bought it and loved it, So when you believe in what you're doing, you just go ahead and step out on faith and do it.
Oh yeah. That's a must. You ever talk to like the like libraries or schools about getting your book?
Not these.
Getting copies in there?
Not these books. Well, I talked to Barnes and Noble. I was supposed to do Barnes and Noble. Library, I never thought about the library because the style of book that is.
Hey, it's a library. Every type of book should be in there. So every type of book. Barnes and Noble, libraries, anywhere with books.
You said, but it don't matter, huh?
Yeah, you should be able to find any type of book. Because think about it, like, when we used to, in school, when the class would get taken to the library and you had to check out a book, I'm talking to like school libraries right now, but when you had to check out a book, and you can spend all the time in there you want, and you don't find nothing that fits your interest, it's like, you gotta have something in there for everybody.
Right, true.
Yeah, because like, I may have not, like, I struggle with finding stuff that I could be interested in to go through and read the whole book and actually remember everything I was reading, and be able to keep up. I had to find stories like these, and out there. Like my auntie has some books that, judging by the covers, like you'll look at these. It reminded me of some of the books my auntie had, and I picked them up, and I was able to go through the stories. It was so easy to read the stories and comprehend because it reminded me of a lot of stuff that was going on in our society, you know, so it was easy to read. A lot of stuff I found at the libraries I couldn't relate to, it couldn't hold my interest. So your books may be
the one that grasped it. And I can understand that. I really can. But I want the high school, like middle school, high school. High school, I probably was reading stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would want that book. And like people will want their kids reading some of the stuff that's in that book, honestly, because some of the sex scenes.
Well, maybe not the school libraries.
But the regular library, I probably should try to do that.
Yeah.
Because
maybe the regular libraries.
Okay, yeah. I need to check them out. I haven't thought about it. I mean, I have thought about it, but I haven't took no action to actually put it in there.
Yeah, at least the regular libraries. And Barnes and Noble. You said you talked to Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, I talked to Barnes and Noble. They want me to basically send in it's like an EIN number, kind of like, so they can be able to retrieve it and order it from their side.
What about the like the college libraries, like my library and stuff like that?
No, but I've been like I will be heading there within the next week because I will be doing flyers for my book signing.
Okay.
My book signing will be November 9th. So I will be taking flyers up to the colleges, so I could check on it then.
Okay. November 9th. Okay. Yeah. Do that. I can't wait till the day I look up, you post, like, today is the day my book will be, you know, you'll be able to check it out in the library, or
yeah, that would be such a beautiful
purchase it at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
You know, while you're at school, you know, getting books for your next class at Mott, you know, you can go stop by there and pick up the Loyalty of Treacherous Lies or something, you know, something by Consuela Harmony. You know, that's all you gotta do. Go up to the desk, tell them the author, they type it in, and tell you every book that author has in stock at their facility. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I was thinking about that while you were explaining the stories on both of them. Like, this definitely should be something I'll be at, because Barnes and Noble is one of my favorite stores.
You actually could order it online, but I don't tell people to order it off at Barnes and Noble because it takes more money off of what I would get.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like they double shipping it twice. So, and I done had that happen a few times, like a few on 60 books. That happened to me where I lost to a couple clubs. Yeah, they bought them through that website, and I lost money, so I don't even mention that. I just always say Amazon.
Well, mention whatever you get all yours from.
Yeah, Amazon, definitely. So, Amazon. But I do want to get it in the store itself. I'm going to work more on that.
We got a local bookstore, don't we?
Yeah, Totem's bookstore. That's where I did my book signing at.
Okay.
I was going to do it there again, but it's like a little bit different now, so I'm just going to go do it at the Greater Flint Art Council. I'm going to rent out that space and do it there.
Okay. GFAC. That's a spot. Yeah, what would you like to tell the viewers about yourself, or you know, yourself, you as an author, or your books, or anything to come? What would you like to put out there in the world?
I just would like to say thanks to everyone that viewed us today and in the future. Thanks to everyone that supported me on this journey. It really haven't been an easy journey for me. I might make it look easy, but it's not. And I value guys. I really do, because people don't read anymore, you know. And so it's like some people like, you writing books, people don't read. it's like I want to be able to be the reason why people read, you know. So start back reading, have an imagination, even make people dream again. Like there's so many people that came to me and just like, I'm so proud of you. You made, like, I encourage a few people. So it's like that in itself is accomplishment for me, and it make me, you know, happy inside. So y'all can just keep looking forward to more. I have part 2 dropping. I have a book it's gonna be 6 stories of sexual abuse, 3 women, 3 men, and it's called Behind Closed Doors. That book will be dropping. It won't be dropping this year. That book will probably drop next year. And then I have a book about my mom and her life, and that'll be dropping probably next year. So it's a lot to look forward to. I have my line. Yeah, I got my shirt on, Powered by God. That's my new line, Powered by God. And this shirt, it means Powered by God. You cannot do nothing without God. You know, he the reason why we breathing and why we have the gifts that we have. So you have to give him his glory. I don't care what you're doing outside of it, but always give him his glory. And I have a few other things. I have a nonprofit I'm working on. It's dealing with troubled youth. Everybody who know me, they know that I dealt with that with my son. So, and single moms. So I'm in the process of doing my bylaws. I'll be finished with that. I was supposed to be done with that, but a lot of things came in the midst. So just look forward to Consuela Harmony and look forward to Veronica Triplet as well, because I got a lot of things that I'm working on. It's taking more time than I thought it would, but it's coming. Just know it's coming. So appreciate everybody who's been behind me, even behind the scenes, and just keep supporting me. I appreciate all you guys. So if you don't have the book, The Loyalty of Treacherous Lies, make sure you grasp it. The Naffateli Story. Yeah. $12. You can get your signed copy today. Hit me up. I'm on social media. I'm on Amazon. That's on Amazon. But I'm on Facebook. Look up author Consuela Harmony. Author Consuela Harmony. The new book he's holding right now is The Naffateli Story. It's a mob tale. It is a dope book. I am co-authoring on that book. And it will be dropping next week. It will be on Amazon next week. You will be able to get it on your Kindle. Yes, if you do not want a paperback copy, you can download it on your phone or any electronic thing you have, device. You can download it on Kindle. The Loyalty of Treacherous Lies and The Naffateli Story.
Oh yeah, definitely got to get them. I want to have been finish this before you come back on the show. Before we get you back on, we got to get you back on here, especially before your signing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the next thing you got going on?
Yeah. Yeah, unless something come up before then. But yes, definitely I will. My book signing is November 9th, so mark your calendar. November 9th, it will be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you come between those times and get your copy, signed copy. This signature will be worth something, so don't sleep on me now. Support me now while I'm getting it out the mud. Don't wait till I come up. So I'm just telling y'all now, it's coming, because I know God already gave me the vision. So just support me now. Be there November 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's on a Saturday. Greater Flint Art Council on South Saginaw Street. Hope to see y'all there.
For sure. And you already gave them your page information and everything?
On Instagram, Consuela.Harmony. Consuela.Harmony.
Instagram, what's up?
Facebook, author Consuela Harmony. Author AUTHOR. Consuela CONSUELA. Harmony HARMONY.
You the discuss everything you wanted to touch up on today's episode, or anything more you want to talk about?
No, unless you want to talk about something. You got some questions?
Do I have more questions? I don't know. I'm gonna have more the longer I think about it, because I kind of freestyle with this. I didn't write anything down. I want to see if I because I'm always like looking for new books and stuff. So I'm sure I can have some questions. I can sit down and talk to an author about something you don't really do often. But writing some questions would have helped as well. But you told me like a lot of what I wanted to talk about. I believe you did cover a lot of ground. Yeah, I believe you did cover a lot of ground. I'm just looking forward to what's next. Looking forward to checking out this story myself. Excuse me. Checking out this story myself and giving you some feedback on it.
Definitely. I hope you do get feedback. Oh, that's what I would like to talk about.
What's up?
A lot of people have supported me, and I am very grateful. But I would like to for you guys to give me a recommendation on my author page, author Consuela Harmony. Give me a review. If you can go give me a review on Amazon, that definitely would be dope. I don't know if you guys know how important reviews means, but it really means a lot because it gives people insight of what they, if they do purchase a book, what they are encountering. So when you give review, like I appreciate y'all coming up to me. Oh, your book's so dope. I love this and this and that. I really do. I love meeting people who have read my book and tell me that. But I really would appreciate if you guys go online and do that as well, so people can know that the book is hot and what they're missing out on.
I do have another question. What's next for poetry?
I don't know. I really haven't been. I got some I got some poems. I was thinking about a poetry book. I was thinking about collaborating with a few poets myself, but I haven't even went there yet.
That would be special. There's some great poets out there. You do a collaboration.
That's what I really want to do, a collaboration of it. I'm gonna have to inbox a few. I really am, because that's what my next thing is. Like I'm putting myself out there, but I want to bring people in, who have the same, want to do the same thing, so, and we could collaborate. Nothing wrong with collaboration. It don't have to always be about competition. It's enough money out here for us all to get. We all can still be successful, so just let's get it.
Yeah, because like say those poetry slams and stuff like that, or a lot of events we've attended, and there's like several poets or different types of artists there. To me, when I see so many different great talents coming up on stage, hitting that mic, to me it feel like an all-star game. Yeah, it feel like an all-star game. You got all the greats, everybody with skills at what they do, and here to display it in front of those who want to be entertained. And the more I see everybody going out doing their thing, no matter how the crowd reacts to it, as long as whoever's on the mic on that stage, when I see you go up there and do it, how you wanted to come up there and do it, I love it.
Yeah, I miss it. I haven't been to a slam in a while. It's been a minute for me, but it's a great feeling being around like-minded people. You know what I mean? That's putting it all out there on the line. Because it's some deep stories that's poetry. People don't even understand poetry most of the time. Not saying all people, but a lot of people. But poetry had got me through a lot of things in life. You know what I mean? So my dark times, it really have, that's how you release yourself. Writing was my release for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, writing. I gotta do some more writing. I've been doing a little bit of writing for this music, but I've been focused more on podcasting. Podcasting actually, like you said, poetry kind of helped open the door for writing stories for you a little bit. Music helped get me to the point of podcasting. Yeah, because like music has opened up a lot of doors for me. Actually, being able to be on Flint organizing committees, just doing anything with the city, hosting events for children, all kind of people. Just meeting people like yourself. You know, it all came through music.
Yeah.
You know, because when I came to a poetry event to perform some music. So I think I might have been the only music artist.
You was, but you was on the, you hit that mic though.
That first night we had met, I believe. Yeah, I was like the only featured music artist with a room full of poets. It was a great time though. I definitely enjoyed myself. Shout out to Key Ray. We need another one. We need another experience like that. Yeah, some more of that going on. That'd be fun.
It was.
I definitely had fun. And then I'll bring have more to talk about on the podcast, talking about these shows.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a win. It's a win. Looking forward to it. Big things coming.
Yes.
Shout out to my guest, Consuela Harmony. Or what would you like me to say first? Your author name or Veronica?
I don't know. Ever since I've been writing, everybody call me Consuela. I don't know. I think they do it being funny, but it don't. That's my name for real.
I mean, it's
Consuela is my middle name.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but
well, we're representing your brand, your author brand, Consuela Harmony.
Yes.
That's where it's at. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. Amazon. Oh yeah, that's another question. I'm glad I said Amazon. When you go to Amazon, are you I think you said this already. You might have answered this. We can get the physical copy and the
Kindle.
And a copy just for your phone, or
yeah, you can download it on Kindle as well. You can get the paperback. You can order from them. You can get the paperback or Kindle, either or.
Kindle, that's the little tablet thing, right?
Yeah, but you can download it on your phone too.
Oh, you can. Okay, I was just about to ask. Is it like an app or something?
Yeah,
I didn't know they had an app. I thought it was just the little Kindle tablet.
No, you can download the little app on your phone and have books on your phone.
See, I'm behind. You know, I don't even know all that stuff. She just taught me something.
My next thing too is to do audio. I gotta collaborate with somebody that can help me with that, but I definitely want to get my books on audio. I need everybody to be able to hear it, read it, whatever, you know.
You can get each character their voices over the, you know, all on the audio. That would be special.
Man, I don't know about all that. I just want it on audio, like each.
Or just have someone narrating it, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay. But what you think of that though? Is that doing too much?
That sounds dope, but I think it sounds complex.
Yeah, and I thought about that because it was something I wanted to ask you earlier about, because you see any of your stories, or do you have goals for your stories becoming like movies or television series?
Oh yes, that's my like overall goal. I really want to write movies. Like I want to get into that. I need to collaborate with some people who are into production. Definitely. Like some people said this could be a movie. Yeah. The first book that I told you about, that definitely could have been a movie that I'm going to rewrite. But it's like there'll be a lot of sex in the movie, which that's the type of movie that happens anyways. But this one, I would love to see this one as in a movie, the Naffateli Story. Okay. I think that would be a hot, like everybody should watch type of movie.
Because I know when you mentioned the first one being a series, I was thinking like what if
maybe this should be the TV show.
Yeah, because like my favorite show is Power, and then it's like hour-long episodes. like this season is gonna be like 15 episodes, but normally it's be like in between 8 to 10. Or like would one book be like a whole season or a whole episode? Or you can probably find a way to stretch it into a whole season. Yeah, you definitely can find a way to stretch it into a whole season. But I'm sure a lot of the book will be put into like an hour-long episode.
Yeah, that was
hour-long, like between 30-minute to 50-something minute episodes. Stretch them. It'll be that's more runtime than movies. And when you watch the whole season, it'll be like you'd have been to watch a few movies watching the whole season, and you can put a lot into that. Would you ever see your stories?
Can I see that? Yes.
Come to the screen.
I really would love to see that, and I believe that it is possible. I believe all it's going to take for me to connect the door to open, and then I'm with it. You know, I have talked to a few people about it, but I really need to just give some people who I don't know about doing a movie, or I know about writing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I need to be connected to the right people who can lead me in the right direction. So
it'll come.
When it happens, God will let me know when this is it, you know. So I'm just taking one step at a time, you know. And but do I believe my books can turn into shows and movies? Definitely, because I'm a very descriptive writer.
Yeah.
So that for like the Loyalty of Treacherous Lies, you can see yourself, like people who read the book, they like can see it actually happening as if it is a movie. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, keep that in mind and just find the right people to talk to. But just keep doing you for right now.
Definitely.
Improving, making better. On to the next. I think that was one of the last things I wanted to ask you though. About transitioning from the books to the screens.
Yes. Yep, I'm gonna be there.
All right, yeah, we definitely know a lot of people, so it'll happen when the time is right. Like you said, it'll come that day. You will hear that voice in your head. God will be telling you what's up. So yeah, just do your thing to the end.
Yep. And make sure y'all keep checking him out. Share. Y'all see this?
Please
share. Please share. Share in your groups. Share with your friends. And if y'all doing something positive, hit him up. You know, you wanna bring your business to the people. You can't always wait for people to come to you. And this is a way to advertise. And this is a way to build, y'all building each other up. You know, we supporting each other in our own way. So make sure y'all share. And make sure y'all hit them up if y'all need to, you know, if y'all doing something positive, hit them up.
Yeah, that's what we want. You got something going on out here? Come tell people about yourself. Tell people about your production, your business, what you got going on. What light you want? What it is that you want some light shined on. You know, let's come talk about it. Much to discuss. Chris the Boss. Thanks. Special thanks. Big, huge thanks to my guest and her books that you should be going on Amazon checking out right now if you haven't already done so. Consuela Harmony. Thank you. And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tune in next time. Have a great night. Stay blessed.
Yeah.
Everybody on live. Just wrapped up another show. Appreciate it. I want to thank all y'all. Sharonda, Des, Santos, Deidre, Tootie, Keisha, Asha, Shauna, DJ, Vicky, Ashley, Tasha, Adam, KK, Billy, Roddy, and yours truly, Miss Consuela.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for checking us out. I hope you guys check me out on Facebook, Author Consuela Harmony. Author Consuela Harmony, add the page, Author Consuela Harmony. Check out the Loyalty of Treacherous Lies and the Naffateli Story will be dropping next week. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Deuces.